then like this, I feel you invite this opportunity genuinely into your heart. Just empty. When you are empty, even of your own idea and identity, don't hold any self-image in mind. What is here? That was my first question. You're not holding on to any projection. You're not using your mind to create or invent or imagine or visualize anything. Empty, 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 empty. Even of the concept of being empty. Empty. Silence. Like this I ask. And then what happened? Pay attention to just what is. What remains when you're not stirring the mind or creating thoughts or projections or being attached to anything. Is there not a field of just pure isness awareness? Yeah? First thing, isn't it? So that is here. Whatever it is that is here, did you create this? This is my invitation. Did you create? If I say don't touch, don't add nothing at all, just leave everything, I'm not going to ask you to become anything at all, but simply pay attention. What is here? Just be. The senses are working. I didn't ask to control the senses or to suppress them. You're aware of that. But how does it feel? What is really here? I had to ask you to do this so that I can ask you now simple questions, some simple questions now, which are only yes or no. I'm not asking your opinion about anything or your thoughts on something, simple thing. Whatever it is that remains, are you making any effort at all? No, you're not making any effort. And I ask again also, whatever is here, is it anything personal? Please answer also, so I know that you are not sleeping. Is it personal?
No.
No, it is not personal. Okay. Just remain as you are. Is it a mood?
No.
Or feeling?
No.
Is it a belief? No. Does it have a certain size or shape?
No.
Is there any boundary beyond which it ceases to exist? Whatever it is that just is, does it have any desire at all? Can it be sick? Can it become depressed or frustrated?
No.
No. I'm asking all of you this. Again, did you or are you creating anything here? Pay attention here. This is here. Can it fade? Does it judge anything at all? You are become aware of it now, but where has it been all this time, throughout your life? Yeah. Then I ask you, did you create it? Does it have a form? Then I ask, was it born? Yes. Is it a thing? Whatever is born is something or nothing. Was it born? Does it have a start? A beginning?
I cannot perceive that.
Okay. Can it have an end? Don't think.
I know.
Just look. It is enough. That which is it an object? Can it have a beginning or end? Can it be killed? I ask, is there any boundary for it? Is it physical? Okay. So that which is born must be something. Is this something? Okay. Then I ask something else, no? Can it reject you? And then I ask one question. Finally, how far from you is it? Yes.
Thank you.
So no distance. No distance. So then, just to recap, I ask, you say it, I ask, is it an object? You say it is not an object. I say, is it person or personal? You say it is not personal. I ask, is there some limitation or a boundary beyond which it cannot be? You say, no, it is not, cannot be bound in that way. I ask, can it fade? Like it just gets weaker and weaker. You say, it is not, cannot be like that. I ask you, is it a belief system? You say, it is not a belief system. Now I can ask another question. Can mind, if we want to call mind, exist independent of it? Can there be anything outside of it? Then I ask you also, can it be sick? Can it die? And then you finally said, no, it cannot be sick, cannot die. Then I ask you, how far from you is it? How can you get to it? You say, it is you, there's no distance to it. So therefore, I deduce from this that what you are responding to, what you are saying, is all about you, yourself. Yourself. You didn't have to go and ask somebody else about it. You didn't need to go and ask some expert about it. Directly from your own self, you could respond to these questions, which many people who are called professionals or experts would not be able to answer this. And I say, that is because you spoke or see the answers or the responses directly. Directly, you don't have to think about them. So it is not an opinion, it is directly experienced or known. Then I say, this is yourself. That is the truth of what you are. Then I say, looking at you, many times I say, my God, you don't realize what you are discovering. You don't realize what you are discovering, because sometimes the mind goes, wow, that was neat. Awesome. But you don't realize what the significance of this is. Because we have a story about ourselves. We have a history about ourselves that we have believed for a very long time, and a history and story about ourselves that has been homegrown, and that our families, our friends, our societies, our culture agrees with it. So we have accepted, but it is shaped based upon the body taken to be what you are fundamentally, and your mind and conditioning taken to be who you are. Now we have looked from a different way, and you are saying things which are not so localized or limited, but unlimited. And I say, it's okay. This realization of yourself as not being an object merely, although everything can appear in it, unbound, beyond sickness, beyond opinion, beyond belief, beyond philosophies, beyond form, beyond name also, beyond birth, beyond death, imperishable. What time is it there? Is it day or night? What season is it there? It is beyond all of this, beyond all category. But it's not beyond in some linear way somewhere over there. It is beyond in subtlety right here. That realization, I call it the realization of Nirgun Brahman. Meaning, when this is fully accepted beyond mental acceptance, when it is confirmed experientially, this knowledge will bless every aspect of your dynamic expression in your Saguna Brahman. Saguna Brahman means the consciousness which is manifest as the world of names and forms, the elemental world that appears on this side of the eyes as names and forms, and behind the eyes also in the realm of feelings and thoughts and emotions and sensations also. All of this are clouds passing in front of your Nirgun self, and within also your Nirgun self. That's not something I'm going to ask you to believe. I can only say, just keep listening and checking in. This is why we play the invitation, so that people can simply sit. I call it our listening mirror, because by listening and following and seeing, you come to see or perceive that which cannot be seen phenomenally, but cannot be denied. It alone is the unchanging reality you are. Everything else belongs to time and change, except this. When a being awakens to this with love and devotion, shines in you appreciation for this. Who is appreciating? Just appreciation arises in you. You are free. When this understanding is stable in you. Because on hearing this and discovering this, the mind force will come. The mind force will come to test your realization. And in the beginning, you'll feel that the mind can take all this away, but it cannot. It can only appear to eclipse and hide it. But you persist in checking and listening, Each day we will play the invitation, you listen. The invitation has changed the lives of thousands of people. Just by listening, just by seeing. Not by doing some spiritual gymnastics or anything. Everything is possible. All expressions of religion and spirituality are fine. I'm only pointing you directly to that which is immeasurable and infinite in you. That is all.